How to Improve Absolutely Anything by Katie Labedz. Chapter 14. Imagine all the people with great processes. Ideal state. When I was a little girl, I used to love to draw. I could take any image and draw it myself. I especially loved to draw Disney characters and scenes. And then one day, it all stopped. Maybe someone said something to me that made me feel self-conscious about my drawings, or I felt it was a childish way to spend my time when I should be studying. Verified number one nerd here. Faster than a toddler with something they shouldn't have in their mouth. Poof, gone. Have you ever felt this way? Somewhere along the path of growing up, our sense of wonder and imagination gets buried beneath school, tests, clothing styles, friends, and the expectations of being an adult. One minute you're daydreaming about life at Hogwarts, and it seems like the next minute you're an adult paying bills and worrying about insurance premiums. Where did all that creativity go? Maybe you even labeled yourself as not creative along the way, or wow, what a limitation to put on yourself. If you ever thought of a better way to do something, you are creative. If you've ever found a faster way to get to work, or let's be honest, the fastest way to get home, you are creative. If you've ever built a fort with blankets, you're creative. If you figured out how to work a diaper genie, you're creative. It's all there. And now it's time to let it shine. Typically, after we create a current state value stream map, we work on an ideal state. We do this in our Kaizen event, which I'll talk about later. Our ideal state is all that we can dream and hope for in an improved process. But before we talk about ideals, I invite the group to mentally leave the room for a few minutes. I need to take their brains to another place to break those established neural pathways for a bit. I'm not talking about icebreakers here. I'm talking about warming up parts of your brain that don't always get used on a day-to-day basis. I'm talking about a quick, fun game to help people relax and escape. I often use brain teasers like, a man pushes his car to a hotel and tells the owner he's bankrupt. Why? He's playing Monopoly. Forrest left home running. He ran a ways and then turned left and ran the same distance, turned left again, and ran the same distance and turned left again. When he got home, there were two masked men. Who were they? The catcher and the umpire. A cowboy gallops into town on Monday, stays for 2 days, and leaves town on Monday. How can that be? His horse's name was Monday. I also use games like Salute the King or The Great Candy Pass. Now, stop rolling your eyes. Don't knock it till you tried it. It works and breaks up your thinking process even for a few minutes. After your brain is loose enough to do the camel pose in yoga, we start our ideal state activity. What if you could ask for anything you wanted to fix a problem? That's what an ideal state is all about. No limits, pie in the sky. Wave your magic wand, click your ruby slippers together, anything you want. Tell me what it is. Now, start coming up with ideas for ideal state of that thing that's bugging you, whether it's a wasteful process or the dream of where you'd like to retire. Start thinking, don't criticize anyone's ideas, especially don't criticize yours before they come out of your mouth. Turn that filter off for a bit. On a big piece of paper, like one of those 3-foot tall sticky notes, write down all of the ideas for the topic at hand. Process improvement, retirement location, budget ideas, etc. You could even open your tablet and start writing on a blank note page. Write them all down. Maybe you'd like an easy button with the ability to press one button to automatically generate a report so you don't have to do anything else. Or your ideal state could be one button shipping of your product instead of filling out forms and labels. How about different colors on the screen in a system to make it easier to remember what screen you're working on since they all look the same today? Perhaps a warning screen that pops up to show potential errors before you exit the screen. Maybe you'd like a notification when you've reached a certain level on your credit card. Are you considering a retirement location that has golf courses nearby, and are you allowed to drive your cart on the road? Dreaming of a destination that has 300 days of sunshine each year. Arizona, here we come. Write it all down. No filters, no mental criticism. Keep going. Keep writing until there's nothing left and then write down some more. Your virtual or physical page should be covered with ideas. It doesn't have to be pretty, and spelling never counts. Give yourself at least 30 minutes or more to do a brain dump of all the things you wish it could be. What would make your life easier? What do you want? What do you need? Don't limit your ideas based on your current state. Let it all go from your head, your heart, and your fingers to the document. Once you're done, take a step back and review your idea page. Read your ideas aloud, ask for any clarification needed. Remember, you still don't get to criticize or critique these ideas. Put down your red pen. You should be astonished and proud of all of the extraordinary ideas that you and possibly your team have listed. Now what? What do we do with these phenomenal ideas? Believe it or not, on average, at least 80% of these ideas become reality in your future. Yeah, really. So this time hasn't been wasted. These possibilities will serve as a foundation for the future, and we call that the future state. Whether it's the way we improve our processes or final decisions on retirement location, these things matter. The solutions were probably locked up inside your brain, and you may not have known they were there. They need an ideal space to come out of hiding.